Welcome to the listening window, where you can practice English by listening, repeating, and slowly falling into a story. Today's story is called The Memory Architect. In this tale, a woman wakes up in a world she doesn't recognize, a city where memories can be built, sold, or stolen. She's told her name is Evelyn, but her mind says otherwise. Repeat after every sentence, and don't forget, you can read and practice the full script by clicking the link in the description. Now, let's begin. I woke up to the sound of rain, not real rain, but a synthetic loop of thunder and water piped into the walls. I opened my eyes. White ceiling. Soft humming. No memory. Just my name. Evelyn. At least that's what the voice said. "Good morning, Evelyn," the voice greeted. "You're safe. Your restoration is 72% complete." I sat up. There were wires connected to my temple. Small lights blinking like they were syncing to a heartbeat. Mine? The room had no windows. Just glass walls filled with floating images, faces I didn't recognize, scenes I couldn't place. But one image lingered longer than the rest. A man with dark eyes wearing a navy coat, standing in the snow, holding my hand. I touched the glass. The image flickered and vanished. I tried to remember his name, but nothing came. Not even mine. Not really. They said I was Evelyn. They said I had consented to the process, that I'd willingly had my memory rewritten. But why? What was I trying to forget? The technician's name was Marla. She wore a badge that said Neurogrid Memory Architecture, Level 6. She smiled too much, like someone who'd practiced empathy in a mirror. "You were involved in an incident," she said. "Very traumatic. You asked us to rebuild your mind from your last safe point." I didn't remember asking for anything, but I nodded. They gave me a home unit, an apartment at the edge of the core. Clean, quiet, empty. Each night, the rain played. Each morning, the voice greeted me. "Good morning, Evelyn. Your restoration is 74% complete." But I was dreaming things I shouldn't know. I saw a small cottage near the sea, a red bike, a girl laughing in the wind. And sometimes, I saw fire. One morning, I asked Marla, "Can memories leak?" She tilted her head. "Not if the seal is done right." But what if something was left behind? I asked, what if something wanted to be remembered? She didn't answer. That night, I turned off the artificial rain. The silence was louder. And in that silence, my reflection in the glass window moved before I did. Not a glitch. Not imagination. It stepped closer, mouth open, eyes hollow, and whispered, "He's still out there." The next day, I pretended everything was fine. Marla asked if I was sleeping well. I smiled. "Yes." She nodded, but her eyes scanned my vitals on the screen behind me. I had to find out more. So I hacked the mirror. Everything in the core is wired, even the walls. Late that night, I connected a signal probe from my toothbrush to the port beneath the bathroom panel. A hidden file opened. It was labeled Client 47, Override Request, emergency wipe. The date was 2 months ago. The name? Evelyn Sato. But beneath it, there was another name. Arya Kwan. That name stirred something in me. I whispered it again. Arya. And the mirror shimmered. Then my face changed. Not physically, but in my mind. I remembered. I wasn't Evelyn. I was Arya. And I had asked for the memory wipe. But not to forget. To hide. Because I knew something. Something dangerous. I had worked as a memory architect. One of the best. I had found a way to extract memories not just from brains, but from time itself. Illegally. Secretly. I'd built a device that could intercept echoes, fragments of memories left behind in a location. And I had used it. On him. The man in the navy coat. He wasn't a lover. He wasn't even real. He was a synthetic construct. An assassin designed using people's most cherished memories to get close to them. He had tried to kill me. And I had wiped my identity, hidden behind Evelyn, to survive. But now, he had found me again. Because the rain started playing, even though I'd disabled it. I ran to the door. Locked. My phone lit up. One new message. From unknown. The voice was his. Hello, Arya. You tried to forget me. But I'm in your code now. Open the door. I backed away. I wasn't Arya anymore. Not completely. But I remembered enough. I pulled the chip from behind the wall panel. It triggered the last protocol I'd installed. A loop. Time folded. Reality bent. And the room reset. When I opened my eyes again, the rain was falling. Soft. Endless. A voice spoke. Good morning, Evelyn. Your restoration is 1% complete. But this time I smiled. Because he might be in the system. But I built it. And this time, he'll forget me first. Thanks for listening to this futuristic mystery on the listening window. Now it's your turn. Pause the story right after Arya finds the hidden file. What would you have done? Should she have tried to escape the system entirely? Or do you think she should have embraced her true identity right away? Drop your alternate endings and theories in the comments below. I love reading what you come up with. And remember, you can download the full script to read and practice by clicking the link in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more immersive stories and speaking practice. See you next time. Behind the listening window.